Hey guys, welcome back to Film Side Chats yet again. Long time no see. I feel like it is becoming a little too regular that I disappear for a bit and then drop a new one. Um, but today we're going to talk about the new installment in the MCU, Fantastic Four First Steps. A little background before we get into my what's going to be a lot more of just a venting sesh. But I've used to love Marvel. I used to think it was really awesome, building this entire universe. And then I got really, I guess, sick of it. Probably short around when Guardians of the Galaxy Volume even 2 came out. Um, I I didn't see it the same. It felt all clumped together as one identity, um, and there's no real feeling of distinction narratively for a lot of them, and it got exhausting. But anyways, I saw the casting for Fantastic Four and really liked it. I think the casting's great, and I think it pays off really well in this movie. And so I was super excited because the one thing Marvel has done well is really establish it within the period they're trying to set. And so I was excited coming to this one because also I like Fantastic Four. I think they're fun. I grew up watching uh, the like 2000s Fantastic Four movies. I actually have one on DVD. And so, yeah, I was super excited. And yeah, so let me just mention the things I really liked first. Because as much as I am going to say later in this video, I do think there's some good stuff in this movie that, to a degree, I think makes it worth watching. Um, I think this family dynamic they did within the movie really worked. You could really feel that they were a family, and that I think is impressive on its own. But also with the caliber of actors you're with, it's not a surprise. Um, and Pedro Pascal did great. Um, and really encompassing this like upcoming father and kind of the fears he has around. I think that's really cool. And I like how they tackled it. The montages as well in this movie were really well done, and you could feel like there was some creative life coming into this project um, that made it feel unique. I really like what they did, and there's these wide shots which are super cool. It's not just a wide shot with action; it's just these great establishing shots. Um, I I just liked how they were done. I really liked how they were done, and I think there's a lot of credit to be made with it. Because you don't really get that a whole lot in Marvel movies now. um, but yeah, so now we're gonna get into some of my thoughts uh, that really made me not care for this movie. Just a warning, we are going to get into spoilers, so if you do not want to see spoilers, or if you haven't seen the movie yet, leave, because it's I'm gonna drop some stuff. So yeah, uh, anyone that's left, welcome, welcome, and yeah. So the thing I really found annoying as the movie went on is I just found myself not caring for any of the characters, um, other than I would argue Reed Richards. I don't. and even Sue Storm to a degree, but I don't think they give time to any of the characters to truly develop and become a dynamic character. Uh, for example, and this is an extreme, but it drove me insane. They try and establish this love interest with Ben Grimm. It's only like three scenes, three tiny scenes. And it's like there's so much you can go into with that. And you just kind of gloss over it. And we're expected to care about Ben Grimm. Uh, I don't buy it. I didn't buy in to really feeling any connection. Um, and it's not because they didn't have connection on screen. It's because they didn't give any time for Ben Grimm and his um, this side story of a love interest to really develop. He's just kind of there to be the haha funny guy. It really feels, and that drives me up a wall. Because everyone really got somewhat of a side thing in this movie, except for Ben Grimm. And even Johnny Storm's side thing with Silver Surfer, I I didn't really care. Um, there's never really time to let these characters grow into themselves. And it really sucks because I wanted to care for these characters. But I didn't really find myself ever at that point. Um, and I think it's because we never really got time to see these characters develop outside of within the Fantastic Four. Um, but yeah. And I think the other side that really infuriates me when it comes to this Fantastic Four movie is you still have the grubby hands of the studio in here. There's really great moments, like I mentioned before, the montages, some wide shots, this really awesome family dynamic. You could tell they wanted to make something unique, but you still are falling into the same issues that have plagued Marvel for a while now. I would argue since like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and Thor Ragnarok, like this very comedy, we need to have quips everywhere. Um it's exhausting. It's genuinely exhausting. And then the fact that like Marvel doesn't kill off characters that matter. They're so scared to lose a iconic play part um in their movies, in their franchise. Example, uh Sue Storm in this one. They bring her back. It makes sense cuz the kid and all with Franklin, but it the emotional stake when she died, it just wasn't there cuz you knew she was going to come back cuz one, Marvel is really stupid and was like, "Hey, we're going to show the cast for Doomsday." Um and then their Thunderbolts post-credit scene where you have the Fantastic Four ship coming in. But also they have never truly killed off their characters. They every time a character dies, they bring them back. There's no real stake you can ever feel because Marvel is so scared to just kill off a integral character to the MCU. Um, because let's think the only ones that have truly left, off the top of my head, Tony Stark, Captain America. Um, yeah, because they do stuff to bring Loki back. Like it's exhausting. Just if they committed, I I feel like it would be way more impactful to have these moments. And it's really hard to care for this Marvel storyline because as much as they say, "Oh, this is a separate Marvel movie," it's not because it all connects and they always have to find a way to connect it. It it's just exhausting. It's cool that they're trying to do this whole world. It was cool, I should say, but they have no direction anymore, and it really just feels like creativity is getting sucked out. Because one thing that really drove me up a wall with Multiverse of Madness was you could tell they are not truly letting the director have reign over their project. And I feel like the same thing happened here. Thunderbolts I think was a little better, but I still think stuff happened there that the studio and Kevin Feige got their grubby little hands on and were like, no, we're not going to let you do what we brought you on to do, truly, and bring your creative, uh, what we like from your creative projects before into this one. Um, I think same thing happens here, and it happens with all the projects now. And there's just no identity. There's truly no identity. And yeah, I don't know. I might have to do a whole separate video just really diving into my thoughts on Marvel as a whole. But I think Fantastic Four falls into a lot of the same issues I have of just I don't care about these stories because most of these movies we don't have enough time to truly grow with the character because you're just throwing them immediately into this action. And at the end of the day, because of Marvel's decisions, there's truly no stake at hand. Even if they kill a character off, in the back of my head, I'm always like, oh, they're just going to find a way to bring them back or do something like that. It's it's lame. At the end of the day, it's super lame. And now that you have people talking about how they're going to reset it completely, it's really hard to buy into this world they have spent years making. Um, and that includes any Marvel project that comes out, including Fantastic Four. As much as I love them as a like identity, I just found it really hard to care in this movie because it's like, well, none of this matters. I don't get time to grow with the characters within the Fantastic Four individually. It's just we're just trudging along, it feels like. But that's my opinion. I know it's not a popular take because I know a lot of people are loving this, and that's awesome. Enjoy it. If you enjoy it, please. Um, like I think this is a better Marvel movie, especially in recent years. But it's still I wouldn't call it a great movie for me. I just think there's a lot of artistic stuff lacking, um, and it really does feel hollow at the end of the day. And yeah, but sorry for the little tangent. I don't know. I find it really hard to care for movies like this, but it's just frustrating to see really great talent trusted to be in these movies and then watching it get just dulled down into a blockbuster, a typical blockbuster for now. But hopefully it changes eventually, but who knows. But yeah, thank you guys. Hope to see you guys again, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and have a great evening, day, and night, whatever time it is for you. And yeah.